See you later, little mate. I'm gonna miss you, little buddy. You take it easy, eh? Stay away from that big rooster. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Old school only is go. Righto, the day has come. The adventure, the real adventure begins now. Got approximately 4,000 kilometres I've got to do in this thing. It's built in 3 weeks. What could possibly go wrong, right? And if you look up in the, where is it, that way, up there, I'll zoom it in a second. I left a little present for DJ. Up on his glory wall, piece of the golden nugget, the front door that we cut off, and a sticker. Remind him of the good times. Good on you, mate, thank you. And as Russell Coit would say, it's time to hit the road. Righto, I'm fueled up, aired up, ordered up, said my goodbyes. It's time to hit the road. Big day ahead of me. I want to get to Kalgoorlie and then to, starts with B. Anyway, we'll work it out when we get there. If there's anything exciting, I'll film it. Righto, so I've just made my first stop. We're in a little town called Southern Cross. Car's running like a champion. There's no major issues. I just filled up the tank. It seems to be fairly economical. And yeah, off to Kalgoorlie now. I think it's about 250, 300 k's from here. Anyway, we'll get back to you when we get to that point. Upside down, and I've tried to push it back up, and it's going to end up poking holes in the roof lining. It's like hard, full of air, so I don't know where that air's coming from. I don't know if it's that dodgy front screen rubber or it's coming in through the rear quarters, but it definitely shouldn't be doing that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to take it out. I'll persevere till maybe tonight. Just some rubbing on my head and we'll make a decision then. Right, I've just stopped at an old derelict roadhouse about 70 k's west of Kalgoorlie. I need to go to the toilet, and I'm going to do something with this roof lining because it's just getting wrecked. So what I'm going to try and do is pull it out from the front and then roll it up into the back because the screen's got to come out again anyway. Yeah, what a bummer. But it's just so much pressure. There's so much air getting in there. I don't understand where that's coming from, but I can't keep driving like this. Not ideal. Hello. But she's rolled up in the back. At least it's not going to get wrecked now. Now I can, got a bit of headroom. Just a quick pit stop at Kalgoorlie. Yeah. It's been to Repco, going to go to BCF now, see if I can get a swag. And then I want to hear Balladonia, I think tonight, this afternoon. It's about another 400 k's away. So we've done about, I don't know, 450 so far. Anyway, let's find BCF. Single swag, can't find a pillow, maybe a sleeping bag. Just found a Macca's. We've got to do that in the Torana. Thank you. Having a bit of trouble of getting it in the first for some reason. Sometimes it wants to, other times it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. I had a little bit of look at Repco and I couldn't see anything in the way. Yeah, it's in first now, I think. I think it might be the linkages for second and third, because in the gearbox there's a detent that stops you selecting 2 gears. Might just be out. Might have a look at that when I stop later. Little things. Apart from that, it's been pretty good. Running nice. It's getting strangulated with that Strongberg. You can tell it really wants to go. So when I get home, I'll find something decent to put on it. But I think I've made the right idea for this trip. Reliable, economical, kinda. So that doesn't need to be a race car at the moment. Righto, so I just put 25 litres in it. So it's doing around, at a guess, about 12 litres per 100 Ks. So I guess that's okay. I just got to watch my, there's only like 45 litre tank, but I've not been able to put 45 litres in it, so I don't know where that comes from. So I'm guessing it's about 40 litres. So yeah, if I can get fuel every 200 Ks or 250 Ks, I should be fine. Let's go. First gear. What's wrong with you? There you go. Just when I turned it off, I just got a dirty big thumbs up from someone, and I just met another subscriber. No Bull or something. No Bull. Anyway, can't remember your name, but it was nice to meet you. I'll look you up. Cheers. Quick little fuel stop at Norseman. Thing is going awesome. About 10 litres per 100 Ks on that one. So that's not too bad. We've got 200 more Ks till Baldonia. Let's go. It's nice to be heading east again. I was just heading south for that 250, 300 Ks, whatever it was, with the sun just burning my right hand side. Now it's to the rear of me, and it's going to be to the rear of me all the way back home. But in the morning it's going to be right in my eyeballs, I think. But anyway, it's all good. Baldonia. Get some fuel. We've got a motel here. It looks cold outside, so I'm not going to set my swag up, and it's getting late. It's about 7 PM. Days get shorter as we head east, so yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll let you know how it went today. Righto, so there's no rooms in the inn. Sold out, but they've got camping area, so with amenities, so I might go and stay there. We got a restaurant, have some food, and I'll speak to you soon. Righto, it's heaps dark, but there's my swag next to the car, and I just wanted to show you my little exhaust extension I road cooled together. I've been getting heaps of fumes, so let me adjust that light. Little Red Bull can on the end. It's only taped on with gaff, but it might do the job. I don't have any other clamps, but if it works and I'll lose that, well, next servo I'll buy a clamp and another Red Bull. Righto, I'm in my swag, having an early night. I want an early start tomorrow, and there's nothing to do here. I had a bevy and a meal over at the restaurant. Very expensive, very tasteless, but that's all you can get. Can't complain. The car today went fantastically. Disappointed in the roofline and coming down, but not the trimmer's fault. There's air getting in. I think it's coming from the, well, I'm pretty sure it's coming from the lack of rubber boot seal. Air's just getting sucked in through there, and it's going up the C-pillars and blowing it up, because even after I rolled it back, that back section, the C-pillars are still all intact there, and they were blowing up. So that's where the air's coming from, and it shouldn't do that. So we'll get that sorted out. apart from that, it's running really well. I do need to get some rubbers for the doors and the boot. Obviously there's a lot of wind noise, so I'll sort that out when I get home. Righto, I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Righto, early starts, 5 a.m. I think I'll lose a couple of hours crossing over to South Australia today, so got to get in early. Just a quick check of all the goodness. Everything's looking all right. Oil, it's good. Light my hat. I'm gonna get out of here before I wake too many people up. This gearbox is getting with it. Can't get first. So I've got about 1200 k's or something, I think, today. We'll see how we're travelling. So I think it's another 200 k's to the next fuel stop. We'll keep doing that and we'll be right. The little motor's humming along good. No issues yet there. So anyway, I'll say good day when I find something interesting. I just passed the sign that says the longest straight in the world. It's about 150 kilometres. Probably should have stopped and taken a photo, but I didn't. I'm glad it's early in the morning and we'll get this bit over and done with. Exhaust tip didn't last long, but it did work. I noticed it was quite fume free for a while. But we're at a servo roadhouse. It's Kagunja. I don't know how to spell it. But this is where the big long golf course is. It's supposed to be anyway. I can't see anything. I'm not going to waste too much time here, because there are better sights to see coming up, so I believe. Anyway, we'll have a look around. So I just went through one time zone. It's 45 minutes, which is a bit strange. That means I've just lost 45 minutes and my ETA has gone up 45 minutes, and it's going to keep going up as I head east. So initial ETA to Ceduna was 3:30 p.m. I'm going to guess it's going to be about 5:30. I don't know. I'm about 250 k's from the South Australian border. The car is running like a champion and I'm having a good time. Just a quick stop, have a bit of a stretch. The nugget's going fantastically. I've done about 400 k's today already and hasn't missed a beat. That thing's a sail low up there. So I'm about just under 200 k's now to the South Australian border. And soon we should be coming across the ocean, which is going to be pretty cool, I think. And where we are now, I'm not quite sure of the name. But there was like Mildura Pass, I think. The view was amazing, so I don't know if you can see the range over there that's like perfectly flat, and for hours and hours it's just been perfectly flat. Then we come across this range and it steps down to this next level of perfectly flat, and it was just magnificent. Probably should have stopped and got a photo, but I didn't. Just a little check of the wear of the tyres. They are feeling fine. There's no feathering or anything like that. We've done, I don't know, well over 1,000 k's now. Overcast today, which has been good. I haven't had the sun in my eyes. Perfect driving weather. So driving along, a lot of people are waving as you go past, and I just keep forgetting to wave or go, oh, they wave. So anyway, stick that on the dashboard. I won't miss a wave now. Perfect. Just stopped. I wonder if I'm out of petrol. Looks like I'm out of fuel. Good thing I've got a jerry can, hey? That kind of surprises me. How many k's we done? 300? Dunno. What an amazing place. It's just flat forever. Unbelievable. So, fuel's done. Righto, let's see if she goes, hey? I don't think I've been far. Anyway, back on the road. So I just had a look how far I've been since the last time I put fuel in it. I've only done 250 k's, and I'm getting about 25 litres, 20 to 25 litres every 200 and something k's, and the tank's supposed to be 40 litres, I think. So I'm guessing the pickup, there's something wrong with the pickup, probably sitting too high. But yeah, that's why you carry spare fuel, I guess. I think the next stop's probably about 15 k's away. One thing I will say about this road, it's definitely not isolated. There's traffic all the time. Heaps of trucks, heaps of people with caravans. So you're not going to get stranded out here. And the road itself is absolutely fantastic. Like, all the roads in Perth are amazing. It's just in such good condition. New South Wales has a lot to learn from Western Australia when it comes to roads. This road is incredible. Really good. Mildura Roadhouse. What a good little car. I love it. So the car took 15 litres and the jerry can had about 17 litres. I'm not great at maths, but that's 32 litres, 250 k's. So there's, what's that? I think there's 38 litre tank. So I'm missing out on some other litres. I can't work that out. But anyway, that I think because of this sail on the roof too, like that, it's just hitting that, and you can feel it when you're driving. It's just the resistance. So anyway, I'm just going to say it's cool and keep driving. South Australian border. Saying goodbye to Western Australia. I've had the best time. I definitely will be back. Get some fuel and we'll hit the road again. I just told the lovely lady at the service station that they get the award for the most expensive fuel between here and Perth. It's like $2.66. I put $11 litres in, it was $31.50 or something. It's unbelievable. Anyway, it wasn't nasty. Smiled. So my linkages, there must be, I don't know what's going on, because I can't even get reversed now. So try not to go anywhere where I've got to go backwards, hey? Because that's going to be a pain. I really should probably pull over and sort it out. I might, yeah, we'll see. I've just got a lot of Ks to do. We've got, what, 450 more Ks, maybe a bit more, to Seduna. So that's priority for me at the moment. Maybe at the motel. I booked the motel tonight. Nice and cheap too. It's like 89 bucks. We'll do it there. Great Australian Bight Marine Park. Look at the ocean and the view that way is incredible. Where is it? There. I'm going to take that swag off and put it in the back seat because, man, I'm sure it's sucking heaps more fuel than it needs to with that thing sticking up in the air. I'll do that after I've had a look out here. The breeze is beautiful. Need to take those tracky dacks off, I think. That's pretty sad. A lot of RIPs. I hope this place isn't used for what I think it might be used for. Get a go of that. How awesome. I might just chuck a rock up on there out of respect for all these people. There's a lot of memorials here. Sad place. Okay, so I've just had a look. It's not the linkages. I think it's the column. I don't know what I'm going to do there. I'll have to investigate it later. But definitely no reversing. What's wrong with this road? The road's okay. It's straight, it just keeps going straight. But the ocean's just there. It's right there, but you can't see it. It's like 200 metres right there. For kilometre after kilometre after kilometre, and you can't see it. What a waste. That's my 2 cents anyway.
Said, let's go.
No.
Turn right. No. Then turn left on Na 1 Air Highway.
I will not. Nullarbor Roadhouse. 21.8 litres, $59.51. $2.72 a litre. I tell you what, that's up there. Imagine if you were driving like a big V8 or something like that, towing a trailer and out of control. Old Torana's humming along well. I have no first and reverse though. I've sent a message out to Jay at Below Standard, see if he has any mates with a floor shifter or something. But I'll have a bit of a play with it tonight and see if I can sort out what's going on inside the honeypot. Alright. Oh, what I got? I'll stick that on when we get to the motel. So I think we're still on it. Righto.
Na 1 Coolman Street.
That's a gnarly speed bump you got there. Good.
Have you come from WA?
Yes.
Yeah, have you got any fruit or veg?
I've just got some processed peaches, like Golden Circle ones, in a can that hasn't been opened.
Yeah, that's fine. Have you got a fridge or an esky?
I've got an esky up there.
Oh, yeah. I need to have a look at it. I'll pat it over.
Yeah. She was a little bit intense, a little bit spicy. Just got to relax. So this is Seduna, I think it's called, or I'm probably wrong, I'm sure I'll get corrected. Nice little bay on the right. I've just got to find my motel. Righto, we made it to the motel. I'm going to try and pull this column apart. I'm going to through my toolbox and see if we can fix it. So we've got to reverse them first. That'll be nice, eh? I'll tell you what, it's a bit of a rough town, and I haven't met a nice person yet, except for the Indigenous. They were quite friendly to me. I don't know what everyone's problem is. So anyway, so what I thought I'd do is talk to you while I'm pulling this steering column apart and let you know what happened today and a bit of an update. The Nullarbor is the desert that never ends. But saying that, I thoroughly enjoyed the drive. The big 150 kilometre or 90 mile straight, I did that first thing in the morning, so it was done and dusted. It didn't worry me too much. But saying that, everywhere was straight roads. There was a corner, straight road for ages, corner, straight road for ages. I want to get this steering wheel off without breaking stuff. 2 seconds. Come on. That's how you do it. Torana's running like a champion. No dramas at all, apart from this gear selector issue. But yeah, I really enjoyed the trip across the Nullarbor. I got the sticker. I'm going to put that on in a minute. Oh, what's going on in here? A few loose screws. Some people think I've got a few loose screws, but that's their problem. The old sun's going down quick, and that has been a nightmare to get apart. I haven't found anything yet, but we'll just have to keep on looking and see what is going on. Well, I've come to the conclusion that whatever connects, as you can see, that linkage there to the column is broken, because that just moves too freely and there's nothing moving up the top when I do that. So I'm stuck with no reverse. I've put the word out and I'm trying to find a floor shifter for it. There's a couple in Adelaide on Marketplace. I might see if I can organise to get one of those tomorrow. I'll put this back together and relax for the night, maybe. We'll try and put this abomination back together. All the bearing fell apart. I've got ball bearings everywhere, bits of, I don't know, we'll work it out. What is that? Oh yeah, that was that broken thing. You don't want to know the words I used while putting this thing back together. It fought me the whole way. It's 11 p.m. There's a blackout in the motel room, so it's probably nothing better to do than sit out in my car waiting for the cops to come and see what I'm doing. So yeah, all in vain, but it all works again. I just don't have any first and reverse. But I have organised a floor shifter for it. So hopefully Jay is going to pick that up for me tomorrow. Jay from Low Standards. and we can put that in and just get rid of this thing altogether. Righto, let's go inside and wind down in the dark. Got me sticker on. Ooh. Just fueled up. And we're gonna head to Adelaide. It's about 8.5 hour drive from here. We'll catch up with Jay at low standards when we get there and put a floor shifter in this thing. Well, we may or may not have developed a fairly substantial leak from the rear main seal. Just pulled over to get fuel and the town wasn't open. But my oil light came on and I'm like, why? So anyway, I pulled over and no oil. Yeah, she's dripping a fair bit underneath. Just keep our eye on that and keep on trucking. First flat of the trip, you beauty. Well, one of my spares is the wrong stud pattern. That's a bit of a bar. Good thing the other one was right, 2 spares. What's an adventure without a few dramas? I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep, so I'm just gonna have a little stop revive and get back on the road shortly. See you then. Nice 45-minute power nap. Woken up by the sun burning my legs. Ugh. Let's hit the road. I think I've still got about 600 k's yet. So I'm about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes before Port Augusta. Just there's a stack of roadkill in this area. Heaps, like kangaroos everywhere. I even saw an emu back there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be driving this at dusk or at night time because mate, it'd write your car off. The old kangaroos have a tendency of jumping straight in front of you, and then their mate does as well. It's just ridiculous. Righto, we've hit Port Augusta, just fueled up, checked the oil, everything's good. If there's somewhere cool to take a photo, I will. And I've got about, I don't know, 280 k's to Adelaide. About 2 hours out of Adelaide. I'm driving over here because we're heading south and the sun's on my right. And my arm is just burnt from this trip and it's just beating me up. So yeah, driving through the middle almost. I can't wait for this part of the journey to be over. The rest of it will be heading east. Just stopped about an hour and a half out of Adelaide now to put on a flannel just so my arms aren't getting burnt. And a fella stopped by the name of Mark, and he's a fan of the channel. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you stopping, mate. We had a good chat. He's surprised to see it already on the road because the episodes are well behind where we're at. So, yeah, good on you, Mark. Thanks for stopping, mate. Appreciate it. I just picked up the shifter from a dude on Marketplace, and what a legend. He gave it to me for nothing, which blew my mind away. Enzo, if you're watching, brother, thank you, mate, and look after that HT, hey? Looking good. Cheers, man. Stuck in city traffic in Adelaide. It's certainly going to give that thermo fan a go, DJ. Let's see if it's any good, eh? Righto, so I'm here at the home of Low Standards. Jay has kindly offered for me to use his facilities to do some work on the Torana. We've got it up on the hoist. Let me show you what I'm doing inside. So Enzo gave me that shifter. Thanks again, brother. The Torana comes factory, the LCs do, with a hole in the floor with screws and everything to locate a shifter. But the beauty thing about this shifter it's in a different spot. It's going to come out there. So I've just punched a hole through the bottom so I could find out where I've got to actually cut the carpet. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the carpet out, and then we'll cut the hole and we'll try and mount this shifter in. There you go. That looks like some medieval battle axe business going on in there. We'll rip that out and get the air hacksaw. One giant hole. Just got to undo these two top bolts, and that's where the shifter mounts on top of the gearbox there. It's been a bit of a punish, but I think we've got it. We're just going to run through the gears now and test it. Joe gave this away tonight. He's just on the phone to the winner. The guy's spinning out. Very, very cool. And there's the RX3 that he got from DJ, hidden up the back. Similar story to mine, but totally different build. Righto, she's all done. We'll go and test it out. Jay?
Oh, it's mint.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, it's all good.
Really appreciate it.
That's what we do, though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
it's what connects us all, and especially a car that's come from DJ and freaking Byron and all those good blokes. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's sweet as.
It's been awesome, mate.
One day I'll break down near you.
Yeah.
At your shop.
I'll always be out there to help you, mate.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate your time.
Nah,
taking
it's
up your-
like I said, it's
your
what
Friday
connects
night.
us, isn't it? All
Yeah.
this stuff, and it's awesome.
What do you think of the beast?
Oh, it's so good. It's even better the story that it's got now. You know, I've been following it as well. And
Yeah.
it's sick. I've got to catch up on a bit more of it, but you've made it here. What's that? 3,000 kilometers.
A couple of thousand so far. Yeah. Got another 2 to go.
And it's hot and muggy, and, you know, it's all against you, but
Yeah.
you're about to drive out of here and
Yeah.
you're still going, so yeah, it's sick as, so good.
I really appreciate it, mate. Thanks a lot.
No worries.
Cheers. More help? Awesome.
Part of it now.
You are, mate.
Did nothing. Supplied a workshop.
Good stuff, bro. Thanks. Saturday morning. We're going to do some Maccas. I'm going to find a Repco or a Super Cheap, stock up with some oil and some other bits and pieces. And then we'll head over to Mildura, see my mate Simon. I'll tell you what, if knowing the story behind this car and where it is now, especially halfway across Australia, doesn't make you smile, well, there's no pleasing you. Let's get some supplies. Loaded up, and I got an exhaust tip as well. We'll chuck that on, see if I can reduce some of that race car. Now, if that doesn't look factory, I'll eat my hat. Righto, let's hit the road. So I'm thundering along the southern highway, I think it's called, or freeway. I think it's called the A20 or M2. I don't know, different signs. Heading towards Mildura. It's only about 420 k's or something like that, so a shorter drive today. I'll get to Mildura midday-ish, I guess. I've been thinking about this floor shifter. As cool as the floor shifter is, I'm disappointed I had to cut that hole in the floor. That's a big hole that I had to make because that shifter is not designed for this car, and the tunnel's really small, so the Torana ones are further back. And I really like the idea of having a column change because no one does that anymore. Like, they're rare as. You rarely see a column change unless it's in a restored thing. And I like the idea of just having a column. But anyway, I might change it back if I find another column. But I'll have to deal with this big hole in the floor as well. We'll work it out. You know what I find amazing? Driving across this great country of ours, the amount of land. You know, we all squabble over 300 square metre blocks in Sydney, especially for millions of dollars, more than, you know, $2-3 million bucks just for a little tiny block of land and a house. And we've got millions, probably billions, I don't know how many acres of land that's inhabitable. No one's living in it. I just don't get it. We're doing it wrong. We are so doing it wrong. That's my 2 cents anyway. About an hour and 20 minutes away from Mildura. Just stopped in at Renmark, I think it's called. Just have a light refreshment and a bit of a break. And I keep running into subscribers, people watching the series all the way across Australia, even in the Nullarbor, some of the remotest places. People are coming up going, is that the car off YouTube? Another one just saying, hey mate, I think your name was Matt, good to meet you. Yeah, everybody, it's just blowing my mind away that so many people are watching. So yeah, pretty cool. A little bit humbled, good on yous. Just hit the Victorian border, had to stop and get a photo. Righto, so we made it to Mildura, and I'm just trying to find where this oil's going, or coming from. I know where it's going everywhere, but I was sure it was a rear main, but that's dry. And because I was telling myself there's way too much oil for that to be a rear main. I've never seen a rear main on a Holden that bad. But the problem is now, trying to find out where that's coming from. It's not coming from there at all. So I wonder if it's coming from the back of the rocker cover or something like that. I'll have to investigate that a bit more. But that's what I've been leaving everywhere, all the way here. Looks like it could be dripping out the back of the rocker cover gasket. So there's not that much oil in the behind there, but there's not coming from anywhere else. So we're going to put some Celastic around that and put it back on and see if that fixes it. We're all back together. Oil and filter change. Sealed up the rocker cover gasket, and the test will be tomorrow when I drive 1,000 kilometres from Mildura to my house. See you then. Home stretch, 1,000 kilometres. Well, here we are, Western Australia to New South Wales, 1,000 kilometres to go, 3,000 under my belt, and the old beast that dragged out of the bush. How good? I tell you what, I'll be very happy if I fix that oil leak. Fingers crossed. I'll check it at the next fuel stop. Should be able to tell straight away. Hopefully there's a Macca's along here somewhere, have some brekkie. It's about, I don't know, 6:45 in the morning. And I'm heading home. Just stopped for the first fuel stop. About 250 k's down this morning so far. And I'm happy to say that there's no oil dripping on the ground. So, sorted, don't have to pull the motor out, which I'm happy about. Next stop, another couple of 100 k's and we'll see how we're going. So there's a couple of options to go home via the Hume or through West Wyalong, Bathurst that way. So I'm going to go the West Wyalong, Bathurst, only because the Hume's boring, and I want to do a lap of Mount Panorama in the Torana. So we'll head that way. Just in Hay now. Well, that oil leak's popped its ugly head up. I had to put about 1.5 litres in it just back there at the last fuel stop, and there's oil dripping on the ground. It's not the rocker cover, and the quantity that it's coming out, you think it'd be obvious, but it's so tight between the firewall and the back of the engine. So when I get home, I'll get the little mirror out and have a look and see if we can nail it down. So I'm about an hour west of West Wyalong, 100 k's, and I've just cracked the 500k mark today, so halfway. How do you know you're on New South Wales roads without seeing any signposts or anybody telling you you're on New South Wales roads? How shit the roads are. They're terrible. Compared to where I've been, with less populations, as opposed to Sydney, so less revenue, the roads are fantastic, except in New South Wales. And the fuel is cheaper everywhere else except New South Wales. Like 30, 40, 50 cents cheaper. Don't get me started. Roads are terrible. I tell you what, I'm tired. I've already had 2 little stops and a couple of snoozes just to stop, revive, survive, you know. And I'm ready for another one. It's been a hard day today, and this last leg's going to be the hardest. So when I get to West Wyalong, I'll have a refreshment, and I might have a little sleep because I just want to get home, eh? I don't want to not get home. It's been a big month, and yeah, I'm pretty tired. So I'm not going to push it too hard. I will get home tonight, but safely. About 15 minutes away from West Wyalong now. Stopping for a snooze in the park under some trees here in West Wyalong. I am so tired. Wake me up in 20 minutes. All refreshed and back on the road. It's 400 k's on the dollar to my house from where I am now. I just put fuel in it. You know, that oil leak, I can't see where it's coming from. I put my hand all around the back of the head, around the back of the block. It's not leaking. It's not the sump, it's not the rear main seal. It's got me stumped. There's something I'm missing. There'd be someone on that side of the TV screen going, Paulie, it's this. Anyway, I'll work it out, but it's got me stumped. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to get home and I will worry about it another day. Anyway, we're a couple 100 k's out of Bathurst, so I'll see you then. Those that don't know, Mount Panorama, which you can see in the distance there, is a normal road, and then they close it off for race day so you can drive it. It's got a 60k speed limit, heavily enforced, and it goes both directions. So we'll go the traditional way around, but we've got to take it easy because if anyone's going to get caught speeding, it's going to be on Mount Panorama. And I've had a rumour, or heard a rumour, that they got speed cameras now, so I don't know about that. But anyway, we'll just do our 60 and we'll do a lap, and then I'm going to head straight home because it's getting late and I really want to get there. 130 k's to home, I think. So I'll see you when I get there. It's getting dark. I'm about 30 minutes from home, and if you watch this the whole length and you're still here, that is awesome, and you're the people I want to talk to. I've got a couple of things I want to ask, but first of all, I've got to thank everyone that got involved. I didn't ask for help on this. I just said to DJ, hey, I want to come over and build this car and drive it back, and then everybody just wanted to be a part of it and got on board and helped out, and for that I'm super grateful. Automotive Carnage, Down the Shed with Byron, Vision Auto Trim, Aussie Garage, Shane Shed, Bad Q, Low Standards, my mate Simon at Mildura last night, and of course Petters at Kennington. Like, it's just blown me away, the support and the help. Yeah, it's just been unreal. It's been an awesome experience. Mate, I'd do it again tomorrow. Like, I would dead set do it all again tomorrow, and I'm kind of hoping I can on tomorrow, but you know, do it again. What do you reckon? So, questions. What should I do next to this thing? I have a couple of ideas. They're pretty radical. It involves losing a couple of doors. Tell me what you think. What would you do to it? The oil leak has got me baffled. Like, I'm a mechanic by trade. That's my trade. I did that apprenticeship a long time ago, and I've kept my finger in the pie over the years. Still got my trade license and that kind of stuff, and I know my cars, and I know especially the old stuff, and that oil leak, it's got me stumped. So what I'm going to do over the next couple of days, I'll give it a wash and start it up and let it run and see what happens, and see where I can see that stuff coming out, because it's really annoying me. It's the whole car is rust proofed underneath. There's been litres and litres of oil over the 4,000 k's that I've done, rust proofing this car. Yeah, literally. So I want to fix that, of course. But yeah, a couple of other things I want to fix up is where I cut that hole for this shifter. I want to close it in a little bit better, because we just had to butcher it to get it in there, and I didn't like doing it, but I didn't have a choice. The shifter was off of like a HG Kingswood. They got a bigger tunnel than these, and the Torana shifters are mounted further back on top of the gearbox. But this extension housing doesn't have the bolt holes to put one of them on anyway, so I had to use this one. And yeah, so I'll fix that tunnel up. Whether this gearbox stays in it, might put a 4-speed, might put a 5-speed. What would you do? Carburettors, what would you do? Triple SUs, Webbers, Collie, triple Strongbergs. There's so many different options. I'm interested to know what you think. I know what I want to do, but yeah, talk to me. I haven't seen my little dog he's a bull-fetted big dog, little big dog, for 4 weeks, and I can't wait to pick him up tomorrow. He's going to be so excited. 3 weeks to build it. It was 22 days, so I wanted to finish it on that Saturday, which we did. The next few days I sort of rested and done little bits and pieces, got some bugs out of it, done a little bit of the wiring that wasn't right, and just, you know, packed the car and got a spare sorted out, and got the roof rack sorted out, and all that kind of just little bits and pieces, and then left Perth on Wednesday. It was Wednesday, because we got the screens fitted on Tuesday, and it's Sunday now, so it's the 5th day of driving. Today has been by far the hardest. 1,000 kilometres. I'm just tired. I stopped 3 times to sleep today. I'm just tired. It's just been such a long trip, but I've loved every minute of it. I really have. The Nullarbor was unreal. I didn't know what to expect. It was great. Like, I loved it. I'll do it. I'm keen to do it again. Bring another car over or do whatever. Anyway, I'll be home in a minute. We'll talk to you then. Well, I made it. It's hard to believe that it's actually here, but I have to believe it. because I'm standing here looking at it. A 1971 LC Torana, left for dead in the desert for who knows how many decades. They said I was crazy. They said it couldn't be done. Having a light refreshment, and I'll start unpacking a few little bits and pieces. I just want to say that I appreciate all the positivity that I've had through comments and stuff like that. So much support. It's really nice to hear. It's been really, really good. Sometimes when you put yourself out there, you sort of take a risk of, you know, but everyone's just been unbelievably nice, and I really appreciate that. So anyway, that's the end of that adventure, but it's not the end of the Torana, and yeah, let me know what you think. So anyway, that's it for now. Stay tuned, be good to your mates, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll definitely see you on the next one. Cheers.
Yeah, buddy, did you miss me? Hey, good to see ya. Good to see you, mate. Huh? Got my dog. Yeah.